ANISA has gotten hand tattoos. I think I showed the outlines of the hand tattoos last stream. Well, now they are colored in, and you can see they are quite beautiful. I just want to show you the colors, but I guess it's going to take forever. There you go. Perfect. Oh, man. Beautiful. Truly detailed. I love how the head, the top of the skull, looks exactly like a head. So she's gotten... I mean, it's just amazing. Just truly amazing. It it looks so bad that it kind of reminds me of like an icon for a spell and like an early MMO. Like if you were playing like a browser-based Flash game in the 2000s and you had like a flaming skull magic attack, this would be the icon in the Flash game that you click to cast your flaming skull attack. Like that's the level of artistry here. It's like this is like you're building shit with gradients and shockwave. So she got that tattooed on her hand. No, she went to LA. Here's the story with ANISA, in case you don't know. iDubbbz looks disgusting. If you've seen a picture of him, he's got like the disgusting broccoli hair, the mullet. He looks emaciated and depressed. He's on psychotropic medication. And supposedly, the reason why he looks like that is that ANISA is absolutely, totally, and completely obsessed with a tattoo artist in Los Angeles. And his art is atrocious. It is the worst tattoos I've ever seen, but supposedly it's like his brand. All of his tattoos look like this, and he charges thousands and thousands of dollars for the sleeves and shit that she gets from this guy. And suppose, if I remember correctly, iDubbbz looks like him now. So, like, she has skinwalked her boyfriend to look more like this tattoo artist that apparently wants nothing to do with her because he's not that stupid. But she still drops in and pays him thousands of dollars to, I imagine, because it's like for her to sit in the chair and have him work on a sleeve, you know, and he's like touching her skin and like brushing her with his hands while he like does it, and they're chit-chatting, and it's like a to get those sleeves done, it's like a 24 hours of tattoo time, right? It has to be done over days. So it's like 3 days of boyfriend time with a guy you're actually attracted to while he's like grooming your, like touching you and holding you the entire time. And I imagine that's why she spends thousands of dollars to get this shit done, because that's what she's into. So she gets these done, and people in the forum are laughing, obviously, and they're like, how bad, like, what's her next step in like this like complete crash out, like losing her mind? Like what is she going to do next? And people have joked she's going to get knuckle tattoos next. So she's getting shit on her hand, because like if you get in case you're wondering, the reason why you can't, it's a bad idea to get things on your hand, is that there are certain jobs that require you to look professional and not have RuneScape icons on your hands. Because you can wear a suit and cover up almost anything. So it's like anything above the neckline you don't want to have tattoos on, and anything on your hands you don't want to have tattoos on, because you can't even hide that by wearing a suit in a business meeting. So if you get tattoos on your hands or neck or face, you're basically telling the world, I'm a complete piece of shit. I have no ambitions. I don't ever want to be in a professional setting ever. So people joked, well, she's going to get knuckle tattoos next, because that's the worst possible thing to get a tattoo on. And boom! She gets wine night. Like the night you drink wine, but night spelled wrong, so it's 4 letters. Wine night. Tattooed on her knuckles, chat. Not an interesting idea. That's the thing. She's covered in tattoos. From like head to toe, she is covered in tattoos. Every inch of her. And there's no rhyme or reason. It's not like she's trying to achieve some consistent look, or she's trying to honor certain things that she's excited about. Like, she's super hyped for her Creator Clash thing, but she has like no wrestling tattoos. She literally walks into this guy's tattoo office, and then she picks them off the wall. She picks designs that he's drawn on paper to demonstrate his artistic style, and she says, I want that one. And she gets that permanently inked into like all over her body. And it's truly baffling. And people, summed it in the thread as being a form of self-harm, that she's doing things to make herself look ugly all the time, like when she shaved her head and went around in like leather chaps for whatever reason, and it's like she's doing things to make herself ugly because it's like a form of self-harm at this point. It's just like, it's so bad. Flash art, that's right, that's what it's called. That's right, you know what you're talking about. Got a tattoo guy over here talking about art and shit. But maybe one day I'll get my Pikachu tattoo, chat. Oh, this is it. This is the final. This is it. This is the final. You can tell. By the way, I forgot about the other icon. So there's almost no thematic consistency. I will give it credit. She seems to be going for like Jamaican colors, like red, green, and yellow are like Jamaican colors. Like you associate that with Rastafarianism. So she has like this Jamaican color scheme, Rastafarian color scheme. So that's consistent between them. And the star, it's not even the same star. Like if you look at the stars above the heart and the stars below the skull, they're different. Kind of. A little bit different. They're so close that at first glance I thought they were the same. I thought, oh, okay, at least that's a little bit consistent. But then they're a little bit different. So you look at it and you're like, wait a second. Even that's not consistent. Even that looks bad. Why would you do it like this? So, since I've noticed it, in case you're wondering, ANISA is a Muslim. She professes to be Islamic. She is Lebanese. And if you don't know, Lebanon is an interesting history. Before... I think it was after World War II. I think there was like an Islamic revolution in Lebanon, or a civil war or something. And it basically killed the Christian population. The Lebanese mandate, when it was owned by France, was like 40% Muslim, 40% Christian, and then like 10% some weird-ass religion that neither recognizes. I think it's like based off Islam, but it's weird. I think it's called the Druze. And so Lebanon was like 40% Christian, 40% Muslim, and then 10% Druze, I think is what the minority religion was. And no, Zoroastrianism is Iran. So after the Civil War, I want to say they all the Christians, and then ISIS came through and like genuinely genocided the Druze. I want to say that like all the men were and all the women were enslaved during the ISIS occupation. So now like the Druze minority is just like completely destroyed. But she's Lebanese. Her father was a Muslim, and her mother was Roman Catholic Irish, which is an offensive pairing. And of course, a pairing like that creates people like ANISA Joma. And so she gets a Sacred Heart tattooed. If you don't know, that heart on the right hand is a symbol of Catholicism. It's a Catholic, I think it's specific to Catholicism, and I want to say it's the Sacred Heart of the Virgin Mary, because the Catholics really, this is in case you don't know anything about like religion spurging. The contention, like people who are Protestant give Catholics a lot of shit, in part because I think they say that Mary was also perfect, like she was like the perfect vessel for Jesus, and she was a perpetual virgin, even though the Bible says that Jesus had brothers. They said it was allegorical brothers, and not like literal flesh and blood brothers. So Protestants give, and when I say brothers, I mean it was Mary and Joseph. He had like step siblings, basically. Allegedly. That's what this is debated. Don't yell at me. I don't care. I'm just outlining this. So the Catholics have like an idolatry thing for the Virgin Mary, and people give Catholics a lot of shit for that. And that's like the symbol for the Catholic Virgin Mary. So my point is that she's a Muslim, and she has gotten the Sacred Heart of the Virgin Mary tattooed on her hand for reasons unknown to me.